Hey, come sta? Mi chiamo is Papa Gary, and this is a simple cooking with a Papa Gary. Today, it's a Friday. It's a cold. I didn't want to go out. So like I talked about before, using the leftovers. Today I said, it's a cold. It's about 0 degrees. So I decided to make us some chili. And let me show you the ingredients right over here. Like I said, I didn't want to go to the store. So today I'm going to make a venison chili. Here's the venison. I got a beautiful deal last year. Big deal. 200-pounder with my buddy Teddy Costello. One of my good companions. I'm good guy, good hunter. We got a bigger deal. Scored, I think, a 1 in 56. Bigger egg. I love a bigger eggs. Anyway, so we're going to make the chili. Very simple. Again, ingredients I had around. Number one, you need an onion. Okay? 1 onion. And some garlic. Okay, that's my garlic jar there. You cut up the garlic with some olive oil. You put the oil in your Dutch oven here, cast iron Dutch oven. And you cut up your onion and your garlic and you let it cook for about 5 or 6 minutes, okay? And then, I don't know what to use a hamburger. I used to use the chunks of the beef. And I dice it up, a nicer texture. So you take your beef, you get it all diced up, and you throw it in the crock pot with the onions and the garlic. And you let that braise for 1 or 2 minutes, okay? And once you do that, you're gonna add a couple tablespoons of a tomato paste. Now what the tomato paste will do, it gives it a little umami. Umami, what does umami mean? The way it came about, this woman, her son would have never eaten in Italy, in Florence area. She would try all kinds of food. And one day she threw in some special spices, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and she gave it to a little bambino here. And he ate the whole thing. And she goes, you ate it, why? He goes, umami, that's a good. So umami is a little bit of a flavor. It's basically you got your sweet, your sour, your savory, all these 4 basic elements. Umami is everything that brings it together. So you add a tomato paste to it, it gives it that umami. And you let that cook for 1 or 2 minutes. And then you're going to take a can of the diced tomatoes, okay? You're going to throw the diced tomatoes in there, and I want a can of beer. I use the Utica Club. Okay, Utica Club was the first beer after Prohibition to be brewed in the United States of America. Good Pilsner, Utica Club. Now, you're going to add in maybe 2 tablespoons of oregano, a 1/4 cup of chili powder. I like the darker chili powder, a little bit better flavor. And about 1 tablespoon of cumin. Cumin gives it a nicer earthy taste. And my secret ingredient is about 2 teaspoons of vinegar. It adds a little brightness. Now you're going to bring that to a boil. And then you're going to take whatever you want. I like a celery. So I cut up a little celery, a little onion, or not onion, but the pepper, okay? You throw that in there. And then you're going to use the kidney beans. I usually use 2 cans of darker kidney bean and 1 can of white kidney bean. Rinse them off and get off all of that starch, okay? You throw that all over there, you stir it up a little bit, you cover it, and once it's to a boil, you cover it, turn it down to a low, you let it simmer for about 2 hours. And you're gonna get this beautiful, nice, rich, thick chili on a cold winter day. And again, how much it costs? You know, you have to hunt it for the deer, but you could get a piece of chuck or something and cut it up. 58 cents a piece for these, or so $1.50. Your spices, an onion, maybe less than the $4 or $5. You got yourself a bigger pot of chili. Everybody come home tonight. You might have a little grande vino rosa, a good chunk of a bread, and you got yourself a nice meal. So again, this is a Papa Gary, simple cooking, and I call this one the simple Adirondack Style chili, okay, because we use the Adirondack venison. If you want to get a fancy, I go through the woods, I pick my own mushrooms, I forage for different things. So this is called the reindeer lichen. It's a lichen that grows all over. It can be poison. What you got to do, you got to rinse it and boil it, rinse it and boil it, rinse it and boil it 3 times, and then you dry it. And I break it up. Sometimes I throw it in there, it gives it a little bit of an earthy texture, okay? So reindeer lichen. So again, that's a Papa Gary, wishing you the very best. Again, simple Adirondack style chili, inexpensive with the stuff you have in your kitchen, okay? Pasta Razul. No, Auf Wiedersehen. No, that's the wrong thing too. Ciao.